Hey there guys, and welcome to another Factorio Reddit Weekly. This is number 4 now, I believe. And here we are back again. Top posts in the last week. This one looks a little bit more actually Factorio game-based rather than all the fan stuff. But there is some really cool fan stuff I browsed through here briefly. So we're going to start at the top. Another chibi thing, top rated, as always, not too surprising. I mean, they're just so great. So... when you have run out of ammo but still have to stop that last biter from chewing your factory, he's got like a lasso around here. Unfortunately, I don't think biters are quite this friendly. I'm pretty sure you just turn around and just like eat it alive. But it's still really, really funny to look at for sure. Really cute. Pickaxe deals solid damage. So this is true. If you guys didn't know, you can actually hit biters with just your pickaxe, and it does not bad damage. I mean, if you have decent armor, you can definitely tank them long enough to kill them with it. So that's definitely, I've done it before. Like, I've ended up not having a gun, and I have killed biters by just wagging them to death with the pickaxe. So this one, it's just kind of humorous, an apology. So basically this person, says that, you know, they've never really fallen into the trap of, you know, started playing and then not been able to stop like so many of us have. And then he always prided himself on that and kind of mocked the people who did that. Well, apparently yesterday he started a new world because he wanted to go for some different achievements. It's now 5 a.m. and I have work in 3 hours. To all those whom I silently mocked, I sincerely apologize. I was wrong to think myself better than you. The rest of you watch yourselves. You're never too experienced to lose your head. I think probably almost everyone who is actually into Factorio has experienced this. It's definitely a thing. I don't experience it much anymore just because I played so much of the game. I find it fairly easy to just walk away from it. But let me tell you, man, in like my first 1,000 hours or so, I mean, that was me. I would sit down and, you know, I'd be like playing. I was called for dinner and then I wouldn't come and then I'd get yelled at and then I'd stay up super late playing it. It's definitely one of the more addicting games for sure. This one is kind of funny. We mentioned, Scarlett and I mentioned this in the Friday Facts, is what we were referencing in the Friday Facts discussion. Version 17, literally unplayable. There's this little teeny like zigzag right here in this line, and there's another one here as well. Good thing the GUI's being redone, because I mean this is just unacceptable. I mean, come on, we can't let the devs get away with this. I like how half the people here are joking and having fun, and the other half are dead serious. I mean, obviously this person is being sarcastic, and so am I. But it is funny that some of the people here are actually dead serious. This like sets them off so much they can't stand it. Victoria feels like modern art. This reminded me of V's base, kind of, that we Mojo and I toured, and then Will as well. So in fact, I almost thought this was his base for a second. Yeah, it's really interesting. These huge spaghetti bases really are like some sort of art form, really. I mean, when you look at it and like when you see all these posters, I shouldn't say all these posters. When you see like the poster they made, and it was of V's base, it really does look like some sort of artwork. It's really, really cool. And I just love like examining this type of stuff. I mean, like I said, I could never build this. Like I have to force myself to build this way, but I mean, looking at this, it's just like so interesting. It's just like a teeny little circuit build. It is correctly ratioed, which is good. But you know, they just like squeeze stuff in kind of wherever they can. They got these kind of funky priority switching thingies going on here. A little oil build they snuck in, some parts, you know, here and there. Inserters, like personal solar panels and night vision and stuff all thrown into here. A little bit of red circuits. I mean, this is just... I love looking at this stuff. Like I said, I would have to try extremely hard, like constantly focusing to actually make a base like this. And some people just do it. Like, that's just how some people play. And I'm actually kind of envious because this type of stuff is just really, really cool and creative. For sure. I so enjoy making belt spaghetti. There's something so satisfying about figuring out a way to add just one more belt through the area without moving into simplest. Well, exactly. So, like, not only is it cool to look at, a lot of the fun comes from actually building something like this and figuring out, you know, how do I route this, you know, through this one little space and then rearrange some belts. I mean, this is kind of like Spaghetti Western, the series I did with Scarhoof, but even more amplified. Like, we didn't even go to this extent. I would kind of like to do a redo of that series at some point and try to make it even more spaghetti-ish. Really, really cool. Can you spot which of them was hand placed and which are the bot place copies? AKA, can we please have electrical connections and blueprints? Yes, please. So, if you didn't know, bots are not very great at placing power poles in the configuration you have in your blueprint. You can see some of these, like these and this one, it looks like potentially are placed by hand. Where you place the blueprint and then you build it or whatever, because when you make a blueprint, you can make the power poles decent. But when the bots place them, they obviously place the power poles where the power poles are supposed to go, but because of like the order they place them in and stuff, and just how they place them in general, like they do all, like the wires do all these cross weird connections, and it looks pretty bad, to be honest. So it would be cool if, like they said, if you can have electric connections in blueprints, like how the wires connect and stuff, if the bots somehow follow that. I feel like the logic for that would be pretty difficult, but I'm not sure. Finally finished the smelter of my dreams. 50 blue belts of iron optimized for aesthetics. Oh my god, guys. This is glorious. My eye is drawn away from this by the horrid bot swarms here, which I would never suggest doing this. This is like way too many bots for this to really be working decently. I mean, it's working, but man, that's painful. But this, oh my goodness. They built like themselves a little island too. This is so cool. This is ridiculous. Oh, man, it's so awesome. I mean, it looks like a building like you'd see in like New York or something if you look at it sideways here. It's just like a skyscraper almost. It's really, really cool. Remember when? Oh yes, I remember when. Those of you who played a long time ago, this is version 10.12, June 14th. I remember this when the inserters used to do this on wagons. Oh, it's so funny, man. Yeah, when they would all stretch to grab from the middle of it, and then you get this thing. The swinging animation was so hilarious watching this. And this locomotive, look at this locomotive in this track. Like, this just shows you how much the game's improved. Like, seriously. I mean, when you look at that compared to what we have now, it's just an absolutely world of difference. Factorio diorama. Wow. I didn't actually look at this. Dude, this is so cool. Oh my god. This is another one of those 3D things. I'm glad this has started as a trend because people make amazing stuff. Oh my god. I would like... Wow. If I could have this like 3D printed, I would totally do that. I mean, you probably can, right? I mean, that's probably like what it's made for, maybe. But this is absolutely amazing. This looks like maybe plastic or something, like a little reel of something here. These pipes, the factory, the inserters, a lamp. Oh my god. I get to sit here and like examine this for probably 20 minutes. Oh, this is so cool. Oh my god. This is just so awesome. I want one of these. I just want one of these made, like 3D printed. That would be so awesome. Cinema 4D. Actually, let me, there's usually some good info here. Yeah, there you go. Someone write a 3D render for Factorio game saves. That would be so epic. The game sprites are 2D renders of actual 3D models, so we just need to bake a little. Yeah, everyone go bug our seating for it. Could save me some time. Maybe we can get a 3D Factorio similar to Secret 3D mode in Prison Architect. I didn't even know that was a thing. Press Alt. Now I want to see a key to see style Factorio. Wow. This is super cool. I also wanted to actually look at the comments for these inserters too. Is that what the avatar? I didn't even notice. I mean, I remember this, but oh yeah, this is what the guy used to look like. It's behind the power pole. That's why I didn't see it. Yeah, it used to be like it looked pretty bad. I remember this. Yep. This is what the guy used to look like. There's tons of images of a better version. Yeah, blue spandex man. Yep. Pretty much. Man. So cool. An accumulator still needs textures, but model came out nice. Oh yeah, this one is really cool too. Another model I made. This is like, I mean, this just totally reminds me of like model railroad stuff. But, oh, man, so like, did they I mean, I think they actually 3D printed this. Yeah. Like, if you could just make a 3D printed, like, Factorio, like, scene or diorama, I think that would be so cool. I really hope that somebody does that at some point. 4 NK science per minute, mini bus, 2 blue belts of each science. That's impressive. That's really impressive. Oh my god. So this is the start of non-infinite science base. 50 hours later, it got built. Holy hell. They have iron here, steel here, copper, circuits. This is so crazy to look at from a map view, the belts. Like, this is so awesome. This is really impressive. Nearly a 5K science per minute base with belts. You can see their UPS is not doing great, but capable of producing 60 gigawatts a peak, consuming, so it consumes about 35 gigawatts. Oh my god, guys, look at this. This is nutso. Holy hell. 128 belts of iron ore on one side of the station with another 104 on the other. Well, no wonder he has like 20 UPS. 28. Even with belt optimizations, this is so many belts. I'm not going to look through the whole album. You guys can check that out, but that is really impressive. Factorio's thumbnail, mechanical pencil. Oh yeah, this is pretty neat. Someone like sketched Factorio's like thumbnail here. Pencil, that's really cool. Really, really cool. Oh, I did want to actually look at the comments for this thing. There may be some more good info in here. You're effing God. Goal of the project. Main bus, base design, paradigm, 2 blue belts of each science. Once again, devs did a really good job with the optimization. 800,000 plus belts on the map, and it still worked 35 UPS. I mean, that's really impressive. That's so many belts. Holy crap. Oh, nice. So JD Play actually helped out a little bit with this, or explored it. That's pretty cool. More people supporting single-head train systems. Oh, yeah, Thundergun. He created one of the most optimized bot-based builds or bases. Final research is complete. Flamethrowers ready. My second voxel turret. Oh yeah, remember the laser one from last week. This is so cool. Oh, and you have like the oil tanks. You can even see a little bit dripping out here. Oh my god, guys. This is like background wallpaper worthy right here. Holy moly. This is absolutely insane. I love it. This is so cool. I do not... Okay, we'll go to that in a minute. We're skipping a few. Cargo, money, routing cars on belts is now feature complete. Wait. What? Okay, so they're controlling... They're literally routing cars on belts with circuit stuff. That's really cool. Okay, I want to go down... Miner's Nightmare. Oh yeah, this is pretty painful to look at. This vanilla generation, man, it does this way too much. It's really frustrating. Spawning patches together like this. Okay, so this one, I laugh because I was actually mentioned in here, do not walk around your base while holding your atomic bomb launcher. It's not very good, good when you accidentally fire it. So the other day, I think it was last week when I streamed, I had a little oopsie with my thing. You're just participating in the base reconstruction drill. I nuked myself while streaming the other day. I'm pretty sure it went up on YouTube. Here we go. Just ask this. So here's a clip of it. I think I did upload the whole stream too. I did the same thing. I was like walking around the belt mega base, and I had my nuke equipped, and I didn't realize it. And I was trying to pick up items with the F key, and my finger slipped and hit C, and I just nuked myself and like my entire main bus. Thank God for autosaves. Easy to E through Z circuit sushi. Oh, I don't like this. I mean, I don't like sushi like this. It's really, like, if they can make it work, major props to them. For sure. I'm not really a fan of doing that. Chests. Whoa, this is like more... Oh my goodness, this is so cool, man. There's all the chests. I love it. I love it so much. This is so cool. I want more. I want more stuff like this. Don't open when they reach the middle of the screen. Yes. They weren't spinning as fast. Yeah, this. Oh, that would be such a cool screensaver. Oh, I didn't even think of that. That would be an amazing screensaver. Like, who uses screensavers anymore? I don't think I've seen a screensaver used in like 8 or 9 years. Oh, Xto's C-Block. Xto has had a series of C-Block going for a super long time, and he finally finished. Xto's stuff is just always mind-blowing. It's always amazing. Like, I would highly recommend watching his stuff. I mean, his stuff is so cool with how he does it. He finally finished. Oh my goodness. Wow, that is a nuclear setup. Holy crap. Super impressive. Congrats to him. Major congrats to Xto. Steam Towns. I have not seen this. First iron outpost, you can see the steam train. Wait, so Steam Towns, just like a regular Towns playthrough, but with a few rules. No long distance power poles, centralized steam production, all power generated via a turbine on site, maximum spaghetti, especially interweaving the belt train network. Oh wow, so they just have power made locally, or steam made locally, and then they import the steam. Yes, they import the steam and have power for each individual thing. That's a really interesting way to do it. That's a cool little challenge if you're looking for something to do. These train tracks look like a disaster waiting to happen, but man, that's a really interesting way to do it. Red Mew, gear up one, gear up or get out. So Red Mew does really interesting maps. This one is particularly crazy. Yeah, they spawn this nutso map where, I mean, it's just like so random, but so yeah, it's super cool because they've built like the main base in this initial circle, which is a gear, as you notice. And then like there's all these outskirt circles and like paths to them. This is super cool. They do really, really interesting stuff for sure. Activate window. Oh my goodness. The zoo is open for business. Oh, this poor little biter. Now we can take money for the zoo. They trapped him in there. How did he get in there? Actually, I'm curious because you can't make cliffs. Did he? Oh, because I mean there were bases. Okay, so he just spawned in there. This poor little guy. Yeah, now it's like it's a natural attraction. Yeah, so it just spawned there because there were bases all around, so it just spawned from a base into there. CPG Gray doesn't know how to get over Factorio either. So this looks like another review. I'm not going to watch it, but it looks like it's probably pretty decent, so you can check that out. And that does it for this week, guys. Oh, I missed this one. Putting 12 labs around a single beacon, inserting all 7 science packs into them. Wow. Wait, so how did they get space science in? What? Oh, it just goes in the middle. Duh. One beacon, I feel like, doesn't really do much, but this is super cool. This is really creative. Oh, these substation unsymmetries driving me nuts. But this is really cool still. All right, that's going to do it for this week, guys. Always just so much cool stuff. I absolutely love these, the fan art, and then I'm really enjoying these like renders of stuff. It's so cool. I really hope people do more with this. I would love to see like a 3D printed like Factorio diorama. It would be so awesome, I think. And then all these actual factory posts are always really interesting for inspiration and ideas for sure. This has definitely gotten my brain working on potential ideas. But that's going to do it. As always, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Leave any thoughts and such down below. And there will be a comment. Someone will make, one of my awesome community members is posting all these links down below if you guys want to access the individual posts. I'm not doing it because there's some potential issues with YouTube later on, which I won't go into. But yeah, so one of my awesome communities, huge thanks to them for posting these. If you want to check out the individual posts yourself, or if you're watching recently, you can just come and sort the same way I am. So thanks again. Until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.